it's Amy Chappell from Embroidery Designs here with you today to share with you how I finished the backs of my embroidery. We are going to be working on ornaments from my word ornament embroidery pattern, but the same applies to lots of different embroidery projects. You're going to take your finished embroidery, have your hoop finished the way you like, and now we're turning our attention to the back. You're going to need some scrapbooking paper and a hot glue gun to finish this process. The first thing that we're going to do is, if you've used felt to back your stitching, which I recommend, you're going to take a pair of sharp scissors and you're going to trim it right down to the edge of your hoop. But you want to make sure you're not cutting your fabric that you've stitched through, because you want to have that available to pull over and to secure to the inside of your hoop. The next thing we're going to do is trim our fabric so it's about 1/2 inch away from the edge of our hoop all the way around. Now we're going to take our hot glue gun and we're going to add just a little line of glue to the top inside of our hoop. And I work just a little bit at a time, a couple of inches at a time. So I've put some glue on there, and then I'm going to use my finger and I'm going to push under my fabric to secure it to the inside of my hoop. And I'm going to keep doing that all the way around until I have all of the inside of my hoop secured. Once I've done that, I'm going to take and I'm going to trace a circle that is about the size of the inside ring of my hoop, this hoop. So I will usually do this when I have my hoop apart and I'm wrapping the outside. I will take my inner ring and I'm going to trace around the outside edge of that onto the back of my scrapbooking paper. I like to use scrapbooking paper because it's already acid-free and ready to be archival, so it's not going to yellow or fade or stain your project as the years go by. Use a pair of scissors to cut out your circle, and if you want to autograph your ornament, now is the time to sign your name and maybe add the year that you did it. Then you're going to come to the back of your hoop. And again, this will all have been stitched or glued down. And you're going to place your scrapbooking paper right on top. And you can see here that it covers up all of the raw edges of your fabric and gives you a nice finished edge. Before you glue this down, it's best to do a dry fit to make sure that it's not going to peek out over the top of your ornament or the edge of your hoop anywhere. So once you have that secured down, the last thing that I like to do is add a bow or a ribbon or something to cover my set screw. Another option is to use a bunch of different trims and create kind of a junk ribbon look. Or you can add some felt, like in this case I've made a little pine bough and hollies to put at the top of my embroidery hoop just to hide my set screw. Add your ribbon hanger and your ornament or your embroidery is finished.